Welcome to Hybris News. My name is Suresh Kochattil. Finally, the farmer is becoming the king. The announcement made by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman a couple of days ago was a path-breaking move that will finally help farmers to become a king. The Friday's announcement was in the policy part, was much more substantive, more than the investment part. The same is not that the other part is not substantial. For the last 30 years, the agriculture sector has been waiting for a big bang reform, the likes of which we saw in Nirmala Sitharaman's announcement. Experts have always said that unless we make substantial reforms in agriculture, we are not going to witness the transformative changes, but only incremental ones. If we need to see agriculture make rapid strides in our economy, we must first address the structural issues. We must address the fundamental issues. 3 points in the announcement, 9, 10, and 11, are revolutionary in the agriculture sector: governance and administrative issues. The amendments to the Essential Commodities Act is easy to implement, but the change in the rules pertaining to the Agriculture Marketing Committee is tricky as it's a concurrent subject, but the central decision will prevail over any objection that is likely to come up from a state. Even though many states have in the past amended the APMC Act, many riders have been put in so that these changes have not helped much. That is because the amendments ensured that the sum and substance of the APMC Act stays on. Effectively, there's a mafia at work, or rather, there was a mafia at work. This move effectively means that the farmers need not be tied to a particular mandi, but it gives them more space and freedom to sell anywhere. The move announced by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will change the status of a farmer and give them a bigger amount of options. The food processing amounts measures with the aspect coming in from the supply side, and therefore this looks like a doable package. Announcement of the Act number 10, which says one nation, one market, is made possible with the changes in the Essential Commodities Act and will bring in more capital, modern capital, private investment, logistics, cold storage, warehousing, among others. The second change, which is related to the APMC Act, though there is some confusion about it in the fine print, but subject matter experts like Dr. Professor Ramesh Chand of Niti Aayog feel that there is some kind of trade law which will essentially mean that it gives option to the farmer to sell the producer to anyone, be it another private player, silos, warehouses, just about anyone. This act will make agriculture free of any restrictions except within the confines of the APMC Act. There are rules of APMC Act that will still apply, but not to the rest of the state as it's done right now. The practice in the future scenario, where the farmers are prohibited from selling in the past their produce outside APMC areas, except once notified by the Agriculture Product Marketing Committee. The Constitution gives power to the Union government under the agriculture trade as an interstate matter and comes in the concurrent list, and also allows it to make any law. A law that allows the farmer to sell anywhere and even allows the trader to buy from any farmer anywhere. Except for 3 or 4 states, even today, 75 to 80% of the agriculture produce is sold outside the mandis. Given the fact that APMC mandis do not have the space for all the material and goods to be taken in, this is a good move. This is going to be a force multiplier, but the government needs to ensure that the APMC mandis do not dilute this new law. Let's see how this game-changing move unfolds. Finally, farming seems to be a viable option. Let us hope it stays that way. Thank you for watching.